Here's your YouTube for the 1956 Lincoln Continental, focusing on its place in automotive history, design evolution, and luxury legacy. This script is crafted to deeply engage classic car enthusiasts and fans of vintage American luxury. Suggested title: 1956 Lincoln Continental Evolution, America's most elegant luxury car. Runtime: approximately 30 minutes. Review format: Introduction, car details, exterior, interior, comfort level, performance, conclusion. Welcome back to the channel, where today we take a drive back in time, into the golden age of American luxury. We're looking at one of the most exclusive, refined, and handcrafted cars ever built on U.S. soil, the 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II. This car wasn't just a mode of transport, it was a symbol. A bold re-entry for the Lincoln name into ultra-luxury. Built by the Continental division of Ford, the Mark II wasn't sold for profit. It was sold for prestige. Owned by celebrities, royalty, and executives, the Mark II was an elite machine, and even today, it's one of the most elegant American cars ever built. Let's explore what made it such an iconic. The 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II was a limited production luxury coupe, built by the newly established Continental division of Ford Motor Company, meant to rival Rolls-Royce, Cadillac Eldorado, and the finest European marques. It was hand-built, with each unit receiving close attention to fit and finish. The price: around $10,000 in 1956, equivalent to more than $110,000 today. That made it the most expensive American car of its time. Only 3,000 units were produced, making it a rare gem even then. Under the hood was a 368 cubic inch V8 engine, 6.0L, borrowed from Lincoln but specially balanced and tuned for the Mark II. It delivered 285 horsepower and was paired with a 3-speed turbo-drive automatic transmission. This was not a car about speed, it was about grace, presence, and silent power. Car: the design of the 1956 Mark II is a study in restraint, elegance, and timeless proportion. In an era of chrome explosions and jet age excess, the Continental stood apart. No tail fins, no excessive trim, just long, clean lines and a powerful silhouette. The front featured a simple, upright grille, quad headlights, and a sleek bumper, designed to echo the original 1940s Lincoln Continental. The long hood and short deck proportions exuded class and presence. The body panels were perfectly smooth, with tight shutlines. The roofline flowed gracefully into the rear fenders, and the trademark rear-mounted spare tire hump gave it an instantly recognizable profile. Paint finishes were deep and rich, with dozens of custom colors available. Even the chrome trim was stainless steel, polished to a mirror shine, not plated. The Mark II didn't shout. It whispered sophistication. Inside, the Mark II was like a private club on wheels. Each interior was hand-fitted, trimmed with bridge of Weir leather, real wood, and brushed aluminum accents. No two cars were identical, owners could choose their own color and trim combinations. The dashboard was simple but elegant, with large circular gauges, a horizontal speedometer, and bright chrome switchgear. Controls were intuitive and well-placed, a sign of thoughtful design. The steering wheel was thin-rimmed, with a large chrome horn ring, and behind it sat a dashboard more akin to a luxury yacht than a car. Seating was plush and wide, with thick foam padding and deep contours. Legroom and headroom were exceptional, especially in the rear. Power windows, power seats, power antenna, and optional air conditioning made this car feel ahead of its time. Comfort was the reason the Mark II existed. The car sat on a long 126-inch wheelbase, soaking up bumps and imperfections with ease. The suspension was tuned for a quiet, gliding ride, almost like a limousine. Noise insulation was extraordinary. Extra sound deadening was added between panels, under the carpet, and in the headliner to keep the cabin whisper quiet. The seats were like sofas, wide, soft, and deeply cushioned. And with options like air conditioning, this was one of the few cars in the 50s where you could drive in complete climate-controlled luxury. The ride was smooth, the cabin serene, and every detail reminded you that this wasn't a car, it was an Xperi. While not built for drag strips, the Mark II delivered strong, dignified performance. Its 368 V8 engine produced 285 horsepower, and could push the 5,000-pound coupe from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 13 seconds, respectable for its size and era. Top speed: around 115 miles per hour, 185 kilometers per hour, but this car wasn't about top-end thrills. It was about smooth, quiet, effortless cruising at 70 to 80 mph all day long. The 3-speed automatic transmission shifted smoothly, and power steering made this large coupe surprisingly easy to maneuver. Braking was via drum brakes on all 4 wheels, and while they required some effort compared to modern discs, they were sufficient for the time. The handling was soft and composed. Don't expect sharp cornering, but do expect a ride that floats over roads with grace. This was a grand touring car in the truest sense. So what's the legacy of the 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II? This car was a statement of excellence, a showcase of what American luxury could be when cost was no object. It was more than just a car, it was a work of art, built with pride and precision. Though it was only produced for 2 years, the Mark II left an indelible mark on the luxury car world. It proved that American automakers could stand toe-to-toe with the best of Europe, not just in size or price, but in craftsmanship, elegance, and presence. Even today, collectors cherish the Mark II. It's not just rare, it's revered. And every time you see one, you understand why. It represents a time when cars were dreams, not just machines. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1956 Lincoln Continental, hit that like button, subscribe for more classic car history, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite American luxury icon? Until next time, stay classy, drive vintage, and never stop celebrating the legends of the road. Would you like a version comparing the 1956 Mark II with modern Lincoln models, or perhaps a side-by-side with the Cadillac Eldorado Brougham or Chrysler Imperial of the same era?